Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to the Unconventional Homestead. Today, I am making Pretzeless Jello Salad. It is one of Anthony and my favorite. It reminds me most of something not keto or low carb, and we have it just for special occasions. So I'm making it this week between Christmas and New Year's so that we'll be able to have something special for a few nights. That's warm. So I'm melting the butter for the crust. The Pretzeless crust is made with pecans. So you want just pecans, not salted. And you take 3 cups and you put them in your food processor because you're going to crush them. So this layer is a little sweet, a little salty. Comment below if you've had pretzel jello salad. My family has pretzel jello salad every year for Christmas. It's our Christmas brunch item. So it's 3 layers. It's the pretzels, the cream cheese with some whipped topping mixed in, and then strawberry jello. Now, if you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you know that Anthony and I don't eat a lot of processed food. Some, but not a lot. Not normally Jello. I make our own with beef gelatin. And when I originally started making this 5-6 years ago, I made our own Jello on top and put some strawberries in. But this is just easier, and it tastes like what Mom used to make, or Mom does make now for everybody else. So we probably make it 2, maybe 3 times a year, but 2, usually Easter and Christmas-ish time. Anthony and my anniversary is on New Year's Day, so it's more for New Year's celebration this time than Christmas, or more anniversary celebration, I should say. Anyway, but I'm going to use this. The few times a year that we do, I just suck it up, and it just tastes to me more like what I'm used to. So in the food processor, I have 3 cups of pecans, and I'm going to put 1/4 of a cup of sweetener. We use this from Costco. It's an erythritol monk fruit blend, and 1 stick of butter melted. I have it on a paper towel, contain the mess. And then the one thing I've added from the original recipe, which I will link in the description box, is a pinch of salt, 2 pinches, because that really gives the flavor of salty pretzels with your sweet. Okay. Oh, we need a little bit more. I don't want to pulse it completely, but I do want to get it like that. I got to remember which dish I'm using. I'm using this. I've already buttered it. Now, I have another video that you'll want to watch. I'm making grain-free granola bars, and I will be using the food processor. So I made this one first because this has just those few ingredients. The grain-free granola bars, I'm going to put this on my plate over here so I'm containing the mess, has eggs in it. So I didn't want to do that one first and then turn around on this one. I'm using one of my measuring cups, and I'm going to press this in here. I want to make sure I have it dispersed because you want it relatively packed in here. You just bake it for about 15 minutes and then you let it cool, and that is at a 350-degree oven. So I have something else in the oven right now that's a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna wait to throw this in, but as soon as that's done, I'm gonna throw this in so that we can start cooling it so we can do the cream cheese layer. But I'm gonna bring you back for every layer because this is scrumptious. So just like that, but this gets it really compact and it makes it a nice crust. Let's check the crust for our Pretzeless Jello Salad. Smells wonderful. Take a look. Perfect. I can really smell those pecans. I'm gonna let it cool completely before we even start making the cream cheese filling. So I have the crust cooling now in the refrigerator. It cooled on the stovetop and putting it in the refrigerator because when we put the cream cheese layer on, we certainly don't want it melted. So I'm going to get the cream cheese layer together. I have an 8-ounce package of softened cream cheese, a half a cup of sweetener, sugar, whatever your pleasing is, and we're gonna hand mix this. And then we have a cup of heavy whipping cream that we will be whipping into this as well. And that's all that's in this layer. So you just want to make sure that everything got mixed in. And once the crust is cool, we will add this in. So I'm getting ready to start the assembling of the Pretzeless Jello Salad, and I wanted to show you, I just have a big bag of strawberries, and I take these out, and I'll cut them up when they're partially frozen. It makes it a lot easier. So I just wanted to show you, that's all it is. So I've heated 2 cups of water in the microwave, and I'm adding 2 small packages of sugar-free strawberry Jello. Doesn't matter, you can have Jello or the off-brand. Have a spoon. Why I'm making this before I've even spread the cream cheese over is I want it to cool down so that it's not hot when I pour it over the cream cheese mixture. So we're just gonna let it cool off. I have the cream cheese mixture in the refrigerator, and I will put, once this cools off, I'll put it in the refrigerator. The Pretzeless layer is also in the refrigerator, so everything just needs to be really cool, and you won't have any melting, or the Jello won't seep down into the other layers. I'm just leaving the strawberries out because I want them like half frozen. So everything's kind of in a holding pattern. So the strawberries are ready. So I just slice them, and then because these are so large, I cut them in half. But these are everything to go over the entire salad. And then I just make sure that they're not too big. If they're big, I just slice them a little bit more. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in this bowl so that they don't drain on the counter while we're waiting for the Jell-O to cool down before we put everything together. So I just go one way. And then I cut them in half because they're big, and when these end pieces, I cut in half a little bit. And then I just separate them so that they don't kind of stick together. I think the recipe calls for 8 large strawberries, but these were really large, so I just did 5. You could do however many you want. So as soon as this Jell-O is cool, we will assemble the entire thing. So let's assemble this Pretzeless Jello Salad. So I have the cooled pecan layer. This is the cream cheese layer. I'm going to spread it with an offset spatula, making sure to get all the way to the edge of the pan. Whether you make pretzel salad or Pretzeless, that is one of the keys. And the worst part, you go to all this work, it's not that much work, but you go to all the work and then your Jell-O seeps through to your crust. So you really want to make sure that you have it sealed all the way around, touching the side of the pan. That is the key. Okay, then what I do is I take the strawberries, spread them evenly, I think that was just the right amount. And this is cool, but you don't want it to be too long where it's already started gelling. Perfect amount. You're going to carefully carry this to the refrigerator, and you're going to leave it until the top layer is solid. So we're trying out the Pretzeless Jello Salad. How was it, Anthony?
I think it was nice.
Awesome. Thank you for stopping by the Unconventional Homestead. This is Jenny, and we hope that you'll stop by and subscribe again. Comment below if you've tried the Pretzeless Jello Salad or if you're going to try it. And as always, before next time, make sure you're preserving your food.